Camera one on, t'es-tu on là? Ok, avec clap, puis you're good to go.
Hey everybody, Matt here from Chariots of the Gods, and we're here today because we are celebrating the 5th anniversary of our first EP, Reverence. Here it is, already 5 years for this fucker, and we are going to have little interviews with past members who participated in doing this, and we're going to get their thoughts on the recording process, the time surrounding the release of the album and stuff like that, and their favorite song, and what they think about it now. So here we go. So, it's been 5 years. What were your thoughts and feelings on this album 5 years ago?
One of the most exciting parts of my life, I guess, at that time. It was my baby. Couldn't wait to get it, I remember. Finally putting our shit on a CD so that the world could discover it, you know? So, I was really excited. 5 years ago, I shit my pants when I got this.
Nice.
Well, we got 2 boxes of it in our hands, so I had like 500 to sell. So that was like, holy shit, but that was kind of a good experience. That was very...
Yeah?
Oh, we went full package on this album, so that was quite a...
Yeah, Digipack. Ooh.
Yeah, Digipack with the... Yeah, the long panorama here.
Yeah.
You can see this right here. We're all so young and thin and
Beautiful,
full of hair.
yeah.
I was proud, man. First album we recorded.
Yeah.
Friends, long time friends.
Long time friend.
Long time friend. Yeah.
It's
Making your first album, I was really proud about that. I remember going in your van, going to listen to it beside the river.
Well, it was very nice to actually have our first recording in our hands, you know, have a physical copy of your music and be able to put it in your car and drive around and listen to it, you know, because it makes it real. You get stuff printed and everything, you know, so yeah, that was cool. But I mean, especially to hear like that, you know, all the songs and everything I had in my head put on a CD, and that like, oh my god, it worked, you know. Do you have a favorite song on it, and why?
The Defying One's really the one that I like the most on this one.
Okay.
It's really, the sound's great. It's fast, it's punchy, it's sort of like me, you know.
All right.
But yeah, no, solos are great. I like it. It's fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Defying Ones. Yeah, no, again, but it's different because we I think we recorded Defying Ones 6 months after the first 3.
Yeah.
And I was new in the band, so like the first experience was kind of weird because I never heard myself recorded before, and it scared most of us 'cause we thought it was shit.
Yeah.
And it kind of was.
That's all right.
It was all right, but then Defying Ones was for me it was one step above.
We were amazed on the second time. I mean, we were still like we were a bit scared, like you said, in the first
but you know, like,
first time in the studio. But I mean, even us, we were like.
But we got past that step of like,
Yeah.
what the hell's going on? To okay, now it's decent vocals now. And
Definitely Defying Ones.
Why?
The chorus was always really catchy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just had it in my head all the time when we came out with that album.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, I like Signs.
Gonna like them all, and here's why.
I like Signs of a Dead World. Why? Because that was, I believe, the first one we recorded, and it's like the first one that really was written, I think, for those, for that EP. I think that was the first one, but also I'm really proud of the way the last chorus and everything ended up with all the layers. I mean, I was really proud of it working out the way I wanted it to sound. So that's a cool one. But I mean, they all have some cool things that I like on each one of them. So yeah, they all got a special place somewhere in the song that I'm like, yeah, that's cool for this, that's cool for that. But I mean, I'm going to go with Signs just because it's the first one. And
Thank you for being original.
yeah, no problem.
That's good.
Do you have any fond memories of the time we spent in the studio? Because we went out of town for it. So.
Yeah, Perth. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was great. I loved it. I loved hanging out with the band generally.
Yeah.
Like we were out there. It was nice. It was good memories. Had some fun.
Yeah.
Steve was great too. He was really funny. He's young, so made it a lot easier for us when we recorded. I remember like doing one takes too, which was really nice.
Yes.
Yeah, and
it boosts up your confidence.
Yeah, for sure. There's some up and downs over there for sure, but that was a great experience overall. It was a lot of fun. It's definitely something I'll remember all my life.
Cool.
It was fun. It was in Perth, like really weird redneck town.
Yeah.
I think like they were
Past the Mississippi.
they were so
River.
proud because they had like this one black guy, and like whenever you would see and the guy was like self-aware, like he knew he was the only black guy there, and he would make a scene every time he goes to places. I know Steve was Steve, right?
Yeah.
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 He was laughing about this. I don't know. We went to eat pizza.
Yes, we did.
I shed blood that day. That was scary. And yeah, hemorrhoids. Don't look at me this way. It's hemorrhoids. Okay, it's normal. We all got them. Like I had this whole conversation with Rich, like how normal, like we had this. Anyways.
All right.
Yeah.
Any special thing you remember?
Yeah, I remember the cheese crust pizza. I remember the
Pizza Hut.
having a button that was easy.
Yeah.
Always wanted to press that one, but it was kind of harder than I thought. Being in the studio,
Yeah.
a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
Different
And
experience.
it was very nice. I mean, it was our first time in the studio, so it was a kind of rude awakening, a rough experience, but we learned a lot.
Wasn't so bad. Judging by the footage, you guys were pretty on the money.
No, it was good,
For
but I
first
mean,
experience.
but we'd never actually recorded with a click and everything, and a lot of. Sometimes you think you're good playing live, but when you're in the studio setting, everything's under the microscope. And
Still to this day.
yeah. So, I remember one thing. I mean, it's not my thing, but I mean, I remember Chris being there, Chris, the guitar player,
Yeah.
and he tried to record a lick for
Yes.
for the song "Chariots of the Gods," and he couldn't. So he was.
Wasn't it for Exiles? Like a little part?
Yes, actually, yeah, that was it. But it ties in with Chariots, the song. But so yeah, he couldn't record that, and then we were like, "Fuck, man!" And he was like so pissed off that he ran in the bathroom for an hour.
And he shat his life crying.
Yeah, he locked himself in, and while he was in there, I recorded the leads for Chariots of the Gods, the song.
Oh, really?
That's why when he was in the bathroom.
I did not know that.
Yeah. So that's how they tie together. So yeah. Do you have any stories from like the following its release and the shows we've done? I mean, we played new cities and stuff like that. Do you have anything that comes to mind?
I don't remember much.
You remember that you don't remember much.
Yeah,
All
exactly.
right.
No, it was good. It was good times.
Yeah.
A lot of cities we did.
It was-
Drummondville and
Yeah, it was
Quebec City as
nice.
well.
It opened a couple of doors for us.
For sure. Yeah.
That was our first serious project. I think
Yeah.
that was the first time that we decided as a band to do something that wasn't just goofing around and playing covers of Aces High with new lyrics and, just... We had something of our own. We had 4 songs out of 6. We took the 4 best songs, and we decided to go in a professional studio. I remember when we got the master, we went in your van and we listened, and it felt like water, like crystal clear water.
Felt real.
Felt real, like that was the shit.
We sounded like a real band.
Yeah, and that high lasted at least 6 months before we realized, like, you know what, like this might not be our sound, but it was a solid 6 months, and it got us touring. We got more promotion out of it.
Sure did. Yeah.
It opens. Yeah, I think that was our real introduction.
The shows for this album particularly, I don't remember quite clearly. I think I was leaving the band at that moment.
Not
going
too
to
long
university.
after. Yeah.
Yeah, but I remember playing those songs. I remember playing at Ukwa, playing at other places. There were great songs, man. I loved that album.
That was definitely a door-opening experience, having something to throw at promoters and being able to say, hey, you got something, you can listen to us now. Yeah. That's how we sound like. It helps.
Rather than being, okay, guys, book us, we're good.
Yeah, that's the thing. So it's way easier with this, any regular CD or something. But so it was nice, and going out on the road playing cities we hadn't played before was cool, nice experience. But I mean, it's always fun to play. It was fun to play those songs back then, I mean, it's probably still fun today. I don't know.
Probably still, we don't play them that much,
we
so
don't
we
anymore.
don't know.
But we had a lot of fun, It was a bunch of school buddies playing together in a band, going out on the road at school. So.
Yes.
Yeah. And looking back on it now, what are your thoughts on it 5 years later?
Well, compared to what you guys just released, this is shit, but like... at the time when I got it was fantastic. I remember listening to this in the van and fucking losing our shit just because how good we thought this was. So that was a great memory for me. I'll always remember that. And yeah, it was a great moment in my life when I got this for sure.
Well, I never listened to it, but it always pops out sometimes when it's just on random.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy shit, like I just totally forgot about this.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It just feels weird. Whenever I hear the little riff of Signs, I'm like, oh, that's something special's coming. And then I hear my vocals, and I'm like, oh, yeah, right. I remember that.
All right.
It's not, yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, good time.
5 years later.
Yeah.
Still as good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I don't know. I still listen to it. It's great. And don't know what much to say.
Okay.
It brings a lot of memory back to when we were recording this and when we were like full of dreams and hopes with this.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. It's a good effort. It's nice. It's clean, but it doesn't sound as good as the rest. The stuff we do now.
Even some songs on this sound better than other ones.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still a nice first effort. I believe it's still strong, and it opened a lot of doors for us. I'm proud and I stand by it. So if you can in shows, go get it. Just because it's kind of free right now, I think, or it's like fucking give us $1 and we'll give it to you.
Just kind of free, like, hey,
yeah. 80s comes up.
Yeah.